The clip I'm about to show you is from an American political conservative conference, and you are not going to believe what this guy said. Out loud. On purpose. In front of a camera.
So if you don't control education, you cannot control the future. And Stalin knew that. Mao knew that, right? Hitler knew that. We have to get that back for conservative values.
So I just want to make this really clear, because I know people who think like me will see this. But if you don't think like me and like you are conservative and you might agree with conservative policies, and you find yourself saying things like, do your own research, or don't let them indoctrinate our kids. When you talk about banning books, and when people at your political conferences talk about controlling education, that's actually indoctrination. Like that's literally what it is. If you limit people's access to knowledge in order to think like you, instead of expanding access to knowledge in order to come to a general consensus of like right and wrong and correct and have open conversation about these things, like that's true intellectualism. Like that's true collectivism. But if you feel like you have to limit access to knowledge and control education for people to agree with you, that's indoctrination. And just because I feel like some of y'all will need me to say this out loud, no, one, that clip was not taken out of context. That's full context. Two, it's generally a bad thing when people at your political conferences are discussing historically atrocious fascist regimes and saying that your political party needs to embrace those same strategies. That's really not good. In case you needed someone to spell that out for you. And we all need to pay attention to this. Like we can't ignore when they say the quiet part out loud. Like very much out loud in front of a camera. We can't just act like it didn't happen. This comes after the Moms for Liberty conservative group quoted Hitler on one of their newsletters. So this is not an isolated incident, so we can't act like it is.